Hello and welcome, beautiful mama. Welcome to the co-creation process. This process is something that is very close to my heart. It is something that I learnt a number of years ago and have been tweaking and playing with and experimenting with and now living my life by. This is the process that I use daily, monthly, and every single year over the last few years to really transform who I am and the life that I'm living. What I'm going to share with you is so much more than goal setting. It is so much more than a New Year's Eve ritual where you sit down and look at the year you've had and plan the year that's coming. This is a mini crash course in the law of attraction. And if you've never heard of that before, or you think that's something like that movie, The Secret, that was out a few years ago, and that's all it is, then I'm hoping that this process not only helps you clear out the year and get ready for next year, but also begins a lifelong relationship with these teachings, which are truly, truly amazing, transformational, mamas. Here's the thing. Most of us spend our days unconsciously creating what we don't want. We feel like we know what we want, but then we spend most of our time putting the time, energy, and thoughts into everything the opposite to what we want. We feel disconnected to who we really want to be. We feel like we're missing out on the good bits because we're so busy treading water. All of these realities can be changed with these simple processes that I'm going to share with you. What I want you to know is that in motherhood, we are changing and evolving as women. We are discovering what is truly important to us. Motherhood is the greatest gift for us to really decide the life we want to live, the legacy we want to leave, how we want to raise our children, what contribution do we want to make to this world through our children and through ourselves. And so by doing processes like this, the co-creation process, yes, at the end of the year, but also then checking in every single month, this is how we really begin to live the life that we want to live and be the woman we want to be. One of my greatest passions in life is to change the way we view motherhood as a society and within ourselves, to really honour the process of matrescence, the transformation of a woman when she becomes a mother, the transformation that takes years and affects every part of her, and that is absolutely the most empowering thing we can go through as women if we view it that way and have the right tools. So I hope that what you see and learn through this process not only allows you to plan your year and check in with yourself on a regular basis, but also start this beautiful new relationship with yourself to find out who you are and what's important to you and how you can live in alignment with that each day. So step one of this process is to look at the year that you've had. This is very important because when we're in the middle of it, it is sometimes very hard to see the blessings or trust that everything has happened for a reason. I like to think that life is like a jigsaw. Now, I know that sounds a little bit like Forrest Gump, life is like a box of chocolates. But what I mean by that is that we are creating a picture with our life. At the end of our life, we would have created this beautiful picture. And what we are unaware of at the time is that each experience, each wrong turn, each choice, each opportunity is a little piece that we are using to create this picture. And sometimes we don't realize what we're creating until we look back, until we stand back and see that, oh, that piece fits there and that piece fits there, and they had to be there for this whole picture to be created. And so what this process, step one, is for you to look at your year and really see the key challenges, opportunities, and lessons. To hopefully look at it with fresh eyes and to realize that you are so much more stronger and powerful than you realize. That everything has happened for a reason. That this is the making of you, Mama. This is the making of you. These challenges, whatever you face this year, is a beautiful new piece of the jigsaw that had to be there for you to become who you really are, which is a balanced, empowered woman, the mother you want to be, a whole woman that has passion and freedom as well as love and family. This is what we're here to create. We co-create this with the universe. So that's step one. Step two is then to look at your year ahead, and instead of setting goals that are based on outcomes, we're going to set feelings. We're going to look at each area of your life and ask yourself, how do I want to feel in this part of my life? How do I want to feel when I wake up in the morning? What type of mother do I want to be? How do I want to feel at the end of the day? And we base goals all around that. And then the third step is to surrender. This is my favorite part of it all. To surrender means to truly let go and trust that the universe will create what you have put on paper or something better. I will share with you a separate video in just a moment when you get to the process of surrendering that will tell you a story that I have used so many times in my life and my teachings with other mamas. It is still by far the best way to describe this idea of surrendering your plans to the universe. What we're really here to do is those 3 steps. We are here to release the patterns, the blocks, the fears, the stories that have kept you stuck, that have kept you thinking that this year hasn't been the year you wanted, or that things haven't turned out the way that they should. It is a process of releasing the story that it was wrong and instead celebrating what you've learnt. That's step 1. Step 2 is then to say to the universe and to yourself, okay, I've released that baggage, I've got rid of what that says, and I don't believe that that's held me back in any way. I trust it all, and so now I'm going to say this is what I would like. More of this, please. You're going to look at each area of your life and decide, I want to feel this way and this way and this way. And then we surrender it to the universe and do the maintenance of ourselves. And by the maintenance, I mean meditation. Meditation has changed my life. That is it. I cannot say it more clearly. Meditation has changed my life. Being able to get out of my thinking mind, the mind that, if I let it, it is a very dark place. Some people are born naturally positive. I was not. I was born worried and deep. And perhaps you see this in your children. I was one of those children that took on all the worries of the world and get still, if I allow myself, if I'm not conscious and mindful, still get myself into some pretty horrible spaces in my mind. But meditation and the skills that I'm going to share with you, the daily meditation I share with you in this program, has changed that. I now have the skills that allow me to pull myself back from those places and allow me to get clear on how I really want to feel, and that I have a choice in all of this. I can choose to be aligned and feel positive and supported and loved, or I can choose to live in fear. And so the daily meditation that I share with you in this program is part of that. It is my daily check-in with myself. So I hope, beautiful mama, that all of the resources I share with you in this co-creation process is something that you fall in love with, that you fall in love with the ritual of clearing out and reassessing what's happened and reminding yourself that you're actually exactly where you're meant to be. And everything happens for you to grow. Everything happens for you to grow. And you fall in love with the process of getting really clear on how you want to feel. And then you check in with yourself every day with a meditation, with a daily check-in worksheet. And then every month you pull out a worksheet and you go back to what you most want. How did I want to feel in this part of my life? How did I want to feel in this part of my life? And you write down 3 things you're going to do to get you back in alignment. This is a process of coming back to it over and over again. I made the decision and the commitment to myself a number of years ago that I will not live unconsciously anymore, that I will choose every single day to rise up above the fears and the stories and the beliefs that were keeping me stuck and scared, and instead honor myself as a woman, believe in myself as a mother and a partner, and live a life I am happy and proud of. So may this process do the same thing for you. May this be the start of a beautiful connection to yourself as a woman, as a whole woman, as a woman who is still figuring out who she is now that she is a mother and has all of the responsibilities that modern life comes with. May this really help you connect to your truth. Sat Nam.